the things that was so satisfying about Civil War was, of course, the Black Panther. People came out of that movie going, I want to know more about that character.
You want the wow factor, but it's not just stuff blowing up. It definitely is a character piece.
What happens now determines what happens to the rest of the world.
Stan Lee and Jack Kirby created Black Panther in the early 60s, and he's been a staple of Marvel Comics 50+ years.
He's an interesting character that is going to be such a different thing for the audience on the screen. I couldn't see the Black Panther living on a side street in New York. I love the idea.
What is good, YouTube? Warstu here with a video on the Black Panther movie. Now, I've purposely waited a while before I dropped this video. I wanted to watch it a couple of times. I last watched it in 3D, and personally I think the movie is better in 3D than it is in 2D. So there's a lot of arguments for people saying it's such a rubbish movie, and then there's some people saying it's the best MCU movie ever. Now, in my opinion, it is one of the best comic book movies ever, but before people troll me, I don't actually think there's that many good Marvel movies. So for me, it's easily one of the best Marvel movies, but I'm not someone who jumps on the Marvel bandwagon. So let's get into this movie review, which I don't normally review. So Black Panther movie, in my opinion, was very good. Chadwick Boseman killed the Black Panther role, not so much for the actual time he was in the suit, but it was about his character development from him going from his father's death in Civil War, because it picks up 1 week after Civil War when he's dealing with becoming the king, dealing with his father's death, and really wants to understand how he can become a good king. So it's very interesting in that aspect. So obviously before he can become the king, he has to have a fight. It's a ritual in this kind of river place overlooking a waterfall, which is obviously CGI, and for me it flowed quite well. So he had to have a fight with M'Baku, which I hope I'm saying his name right, and to be honest, T'Challa absolutely bossed him, but that is going to be the case. But I don't think it should be the case, because obviously the Black Panther, he have to have the kind of the Black Panther magic, I guess you could say, come out of him. He had to fight him as a normal person. He did fight him in combat, but I've seen some people complaining about how he barely beat him. I mean, the Black Panther, it's not just about being the Black Panther, it's about being a good king, looking after Wakanda and doing what's right. So some people were moaning about that. I don't really think that's a big problem. So a big part of this movie is his journey from dealing with his father's death to actually becoming a good king and protecting Wakanda and doing what's right, and that is the main point of the movie. Is it groundbreaking? Yes, it is groundbreaking, but in a Marvel sense it's groundbreaking because obviously there's a lot of plot points. I mean, Vibranium is going to be used throughout the whole MCU, so the Vibranium is a massive kind of plot bit. Wakanda is like obviously cloned so no one can see it. People think Wakanda is like a poor country, when really with all the Vibranium, as we know, T'Challa makes Iron Man and Batman look like peasants. So there is a lot of big plot points. So the villain of this movie is kind of an anti-hero. Michael B. Jordan, I mean, some people have criticized his role as Killmonger. Personally, I think he was amazing. His motivations were amazing. His acting ability was amazing. But my only kind of discredit to him is he didn't really get much screen time. That's the only thing that annoyed me. So basically what happened was T'Challa's dad killed his dad, who is T'Challa's uncle, basically because his uncle was trying to help people with Vibranium. So yet again, his motivations weren't right. But I think what T'Challa's dad did was wrong. T'Challa's dad left him there. So he obviously, Killmonger went on this massive journey to getting back to Wakanda and basically a revenge plot to take over the throne and use all the Vibranium, which was kind of cool how he got there, because obviously once he beat T'Challa in a fight quite easily, chucked him off the side of a cliff, and it was pretty obvious that he wasn't going to die. But let's be honest, guys, if people are going to moan about that, they're going to moan about anything, because it's called Black Panther. We know Chadwick Boseman is the Black Panther, but it was cool to see kind of two Black Panthers, I guess you could say, going at each other, because they had the kind of super serum, I guess you could say, inside them to kind of give them the superpowers that comes with being a Black Panther, which was kind of cool. And he obviously, when he went into his kind of the tree, the herb scene, and he's seen what actually happened, Like, we got to see the notes, the kind of the special kind of thing under his lip that proved he was from Wakanda. We got to see the detailed map in how to get to Wakanda, because most people don't actually know what Wakanda is and wouldn't even know Wakanda was there. He actually taught himself Wakanda language, which is kind of interesting. And overall, I think Killmonger was a very good character. Motivations were very good, just like a bit like Godspeed, I guess you could say, and like other people. He just went about it the wrong way, and in the end, where he got into a fight with Black Panther, obviously T'Challa, and he lost and was killed. He got to see that sunset that his dad said was amazing in Wakanda. So overall, Michael B. Jordan was pretty amazing, but I can see why people didn't really like his role, because some people were saying that he didn't get enough screen time. I mean, yes, it was a bit weird how when Claus was taken, that he was nowhere to be seen, then he broke him out, and then he disappeared. So yeah, it was kind of, there were a few bits that kind of didn't make sense, but overall it was very good. I mean, he wasn't the main, Killmonger wasn't supposed to be the main star, so obviously T'Challa was always going to get more screen time. Shuri, who is Black Panther's little sister, is absolutely amazing. She's the young Tony Stark. She's going to build, like, she's going to help Iron Man with his next suit. She's obviously took the super serum out of, not super serum, she took the Hydra out of Bucky Barnes, hence the line, another white boy to fix. That was obviously a hint to the post-credit scene, but we'll talk about that. The line when she dropped, what are those? And then she made, I mean, some people troll that line, but she is just hilarious. And I think it works for the role. When she said, what are those? And then she made Black Panther some footwear that kind of did themselves up. Kind of a bit like the Nikes that they released from Back to the Future, where the Nikes did their own laces up. It was kind of like a little Easter egg to that. It was pretty cool. She's such a cool character, so much fun. Can't wait to see if when she appears in Infinity War, because she's most likely going to take the Mind Gem out of Vision without killing him. So she understands Vibranium, and she's built all the technology. She built the Black Panther suit that kind of keeps the energy, so if anyone attacks Black Panther, he can use that energy back against them. She's just a badass, and she had the pulse cannons, similar to Iron Man. They are going to build her up to be the next Iron Man, I guess you could say. And what I think would be pretty cool would be if T'Challa actually bought the old Avengers tower, and that was where she came up with all these inventions. So I think that was pretty cool. The storyline was pretty solid overall. It was a quest for basically T'Challa to become the king and to do the right thing, because obviously originally, like, Wakandans were quite selfish. They wanted to keep everything self-contained inside Wakanda, but at the end he realized that they should use the Vibranium to help other countries, help poorer countries and stuff like that. So essentially that was the kind of the aim of the movie, to kind of just introduce Wakanda, introduce Black Panther, and introduce the fact that he doesn't need to be the Black Panther to be a good character. He's a superhero anyway. The general was absolutely badass. She's such a cool general. M'Baku, he was cool. I really wanted to see more of him. The only gripes were that really, Martin Freeman's role, he's like the colonist now, so he's like the, I guess you can say, the consultant between Black Panther and the rest of the world, so that is going to be pretty cool. The post-credit scenes did make a lot of sense, which was kind of cool, because basically at the end, T'Challa was like, yes, we're gonna give everyone our funds from Wakanda, and then one of the guys was like, well, what can you do? And he's like, you're a farming country. And it was kind of like an Iron Man moment when he's like, Vibranium, I've got all the money. So it's going to be pretty cool to see obviously what they do. I mean, obviously Black Panther 2 will be coming after Avengers 4, so that is going to be pretty cool. Now the last post credit, a lot of people kind of were like, what? So basically Shuri went to see the White Wolf, who is Bucky Barnes. If you read the Infinity War prelude, she's been working. They obviously put Bucky Barnes in a cryogenic state to get rid of the Hydra out of him, and essentially he's back to normal. She's given him a new arm, but they call him the White Wolf. Now, is this a hint that he's going to become like Shuri's adopted sister? No, like he's going to become Shuri's adopted like brother, because in the comics the White Wolf is part of the Wakandan secret police, and it could hint at maybe something to do with the White Wolf. I mean, they're a bit more badass than the Wakandan female army. I can't remember the name, but it's like a Wakandan secret police. So I think it would be cool if they like discovered the kind of did the Wakandan secret police, and maybe in the second Black Panther movie. I'm not going to go into massive details. That's just my thoughts. I really really do think this movie is amazing. Let me know, guys, what you think in the comments down below. I don't want to make this video too long, but that's pretty cool. That's what I think. The movie was awesome. T'Challa was awesome. Killmonger was awesome. Shuri's my favorite character in the movie. She's so cool. Them lines, she's got so many jokes. The bit when Martin Freeman's having to be like an air pilot again, and she's like, well, shoot him, genius. Obviously, she's a genius, so she's like trolling herself. It is just a hilarious movie, and I will buy it on Blu-ray when it comes out. So guys, let me know in the comments down below. Did you like it? Didn't you like it? What did you think of post-credit scenes? Did you not like them? Did you like them? All the comments down below, guys. And obviously, it's a build-up for Infinity War, so that's what the last post-credit was there. Just say like, Bucky's back, Winter Soldier is ready to attack. Obviously, when the children of Thanos come, and obviously all that stuff. But obviously, if you read the prelude, it insinuates that Iron Man is going to be warning like the Black Panther and all that kind of stuff that there is an attack coming, and they're most likely going to end up in Wakanda, as we've seen heavily in the trailer that it's Wakandan based. There's a massive battle in Wakanda. That's most likely for something to do with the Soul Stone, as a recent Lego set has kind of said that, or it could be due to like the Mind Gem will end up there because Shuri's going to take it out of Vision. Anyway, guys, please like, subscribe, and comment as you do always, and I will catch you in another video, guys, very soon. But first, join Team Warstu down below by hitting that bell button, and I will catch you in the comment section very soon, guys. Catch you later.